when I get out of the way and I let God do what God has promised to do for me and do for you, then we grow. We are meant to obey and let God take care of the rest. Our faith must grow. And so we know what we ought to do. We know that we ought to pray. We know that we ought to worship. We know that we ought to sing. We know that we ought to pray. We know we ought to read. We know we ought to study. We know we ought to pray. We know we ought to ask God. We know we ought to pray. Did I say that enough yet? I have more peace. I have more joy. Those struggles of life, they're not so bad anymore. Those burdens that I carry aren't so heavy anymore. I can't explain how, but I know what. I know what I was called to do, and I've responded in obedience.